Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Train Fever. First things first today is we're just going to run around our train network here, our network of trains, and upgrade as much track as possible to be high speed. I clocked some in the last episode, and I've decided that it's high time that we allowed trains to run to their full potential. Get over it. Right. Yes, thank you. Lovely error message. Yeah, so we've still got open up in this window here. There we go. We're still monitoring our oil well. To be honest, I've recorded this pretty much immediately after I left you last time, so there has been no change yet. We'll wait and see. I'm not going to high speed all of the routes out to depots because that's just excessive. But in terms of main lines, I think it's definitely worth spending the money. Okay, how's the station? Station's all good. Coming out the other side of the station. Yeah, I know I probably missed a bit there. I'll check in a second. And then what? What are we going to do after you've finished mucking about just repainting rail? What am I going to do? I'm going to expand again out to Woking. Woking is, where the fun is at these days. Our intention being to turn it into the busiest station on the line. Not on the line, on the network. I know I could have zoomed out and got here quicker, but frankly, it's, I quite like dragging my way along. Okay, I think that's most of it. Let's have just a quick check up at Torrington. Yeah. So it's quite nice actually. It's easier to spot when you don't have high-speed rails because once they're introduced, the kind of the regular speed ones have a kind of a rusty brown to them, whereas these high-speed chaps have a good silvery sheen. Where are you coming out? Where are you going? You're going to Billericay. That's a crazy route I've taken there. But then, that's not unusual. Right, okay, so we've got a few unconnected cities still. Towns, even. We've got West Malling up here, we've got Chard, Barrow and Slough, which are kind of their own little network right now. We can do much more with that. However, Kirkham, Wadhurst, West Malling, Selsey, I think that's it. Yeah, those chaps have never been connected to anything, and it's high time, given that we're in the 21st century, that we do just that. And quite why that bus isn't auto-replacing, excuse me, I shall just check that. Road vehicles. Road vehicles. Road vehicle 1. Why are you not auto-replacing? Oh, because I haven't asked it to. That's reasonable. Vehicle replacement, set vehicle. Let's have this Volvo, please. There you go. Yes. Off we go. Get to work. Super. Actually, I've not looked at the profit from road vehicles in a little while. That's with the exception of this one that I'm about to replace, which I suspect is only costing me money because it's ancient and needs upgrading. Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty acceptable. We're not running many trains, though, are we? Even if we go to railroad, we're not. This is hardly the most active train network I've ever seen. The TFE is now making profit. Get in. The Haverwalk will do soon. We're still waiting for passengers to build up. We still trade very heavily off both the Riptor and Tubespecs lines, and that's fine. They're making us good cash, so that isn't a concern. In fact, what was I going to look at? There was a button I was going to press that was going to show me things. Maybe no, it wasn't that one because that's where I was. Yeah, it was this one. So our peak of kind of 22 million income I've seen twice. I think we had it again in maybe 2012. So that's our challenge at the moment is to top 22 million of income. That should be doable. It's our outgoings that have spiraled rather than a decrease in income. It's been an increase in expenses. problem, but not the end of the world. Alright, okay, so I'm just evaluating which town I'm going to expand into first. I was wondering whether Billericay had extra line space available. Meanwhile, what have we got coming out of Bromsgrove? No, Bromsgrove's fully occupied. That's good. What else have we got? And it's incredibly evident that I haven't put this together with any particular care and attention. The stations that I've got aren't necessarily appropriate for the traffic that's running in there. But you know, this is a first playthrough, and frankly, once we get to the end of things advancing, I might decide to go back to square one. Or to put everything together again, so almost tear it all up and use the money that I've got, not all at once, I'm not that stupid, and use that money to generate something exceptional out of it. So I think if I were to start this map again, I would probably start from Woking, and then expand outward and possibly do kind of a circuit around the outside and then spokes out of Woking to get to each individual town. Who knows? Right then, what are we doing? What are we doing? What is the plan? I might be tempted to delete these tracks in order to peel them round a little easier. Okay, yeah, I've decided. We're going over here, which I think was Kirkham, yeah. Oh yeah, it's all very well you saying, yeah, it's Kirkham, after you look up and go, yeah, it's Kirkham, that's totally what I planned. Right, so let's... are we going to need the other route? No, we're not, because we've got the track for that. Okay, so I think this could be a line that goes Kirkham up to... is that Chard? Yeah, that's Chard. Up to Chard... and then equally up to whatever the hell this place is. What the hell? Westmoreland. In which case we're going to want a 4-platform station at Kirkham to run 2 services out of. Or are we? We could do it from 2 platforms, couldn't we? Might make for some queuing, but frankly queuing's quite interesting. You know, semi-interesting. Anyway, stop procrastinating, let's get on with it. Alright, passenger rail. Sudden dawning realization. Have I put a passenger station on my new goods line? I can't rule it out, you know. Please hold. This is taking priority. I know someone who's an idiot. Yeah, that's me. That's a passenger station. Now, obviously, I've not posted the episode where I placed this station down, and so I'm curious to know just how many people spotted this completely idiotic move on my part. That's hilarious. All right, good. Right, let's get this train out of there and then let's fix it. All this, oh yes, it takes some time for stations to develop and what have you. Yeah, it really does. If you've got the wrong type of station in there, you complete moron. 1, please. Thank you. I'm going to put it there, or do I? It doesn't line up. Put it there. Yeah, okay, you're making that easy for me. Interesting. It is interesting that it... So if you'd like to just connect to... Instead of trying to connect to the road, try and connect to the track. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Alright, I want to delete some track. You see the safety click there of let's make sure it's the right type of station. Good. Yeah. Right. Excellent. Perfect. You, sir, are a muppet. Yeah, and of course it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. It was never going to, was it? Can't delete that bit. Oh, what a mess. Right, and then can I just bring you round? Will you? Ah, you will cooperate. Bless you, and all who ride in you. Let's get that signal back in place. Remember, there's not a vehicle in the way. There you go. See? Told you so. Alright, we've got the right station there now. Okay, off you go. Maybe that will make a difference. Alright, well, we're keeping Kirkham oil wells open until something happens with it, so I'm, you know, faintly optimistic that might be the difference we needed making. Hilarious. Right. What was I doing? Woking to somewhere. Blowing a whole bunch of money. Yeah, we go. Wadhurst. Okay, right. So the first thing we've got to do is decide: are we going to go under or over? And I think it might be under. Right. So Wadhurst is a little lower down than this hilltop, and we can either go over this track or under it. And I want to try and maintain as much speed as possible. So I think we'll try going under. Well, we'll try that first anyway. Let's go that way, which is in the general direction I want to be going. And then as far as there, and then go down into it. I might not have gone far enough on the first go. Oh no, that seems to be happy. The question is where you're going to come out. I should probably zoom out a little so I can see here. Where are you going to surface? It's not surfaced yet. Let's go as far as... Oh well, so much of that. Let's get the station in place. I can't believe I put a passenger station. What a stupid thing to do. Right. Let's do the usual kind of ring roady routine here. No, you're trying to play it like. There we go. Right. Let's do this as well. Encourage a little building. Right. So if this is going to go out from here to potentially Barrow and Slough, or did we? Interesting. Are we not? That's Wadhurst. Yes, that's where you said you were going. You're going to do Kirkham later. You've got a Kirkham fixation because of oil. Hang on. Have I also placed a passenger station at the oil well? Yep. Sweet Mother of God. I shouldn't be allowed out on my own. It would be lovely if you just connected first time. It really would. I don't want to have to build that tunnel again. Right, more deletions. And then we'll be using... something like that. Probably do the trick. I know, you were watching at the start of this video and you kind of go, he's spotted that he's put a passenger station down for the goods. Now then, is he going to spot that he's also done the same thing for the oil? Wait for it. Yeah, that's ugly. I don't care. I want to move. I want to move beyond this idiocy. What's the betting that this thing roars into life pretty much immediately? Anyway, a watched oil well never does anything. Just as well I'm making money, huh? Because, you know, notwithstanding my usual skills for just throwing it around and wasting it, This is exceptional even for me. Right. Let's have a look again. So we've got Selsey there. And I think Wadhurst, Selsey, maybe Haverhill could work there as well. Tricky. Or Woking, Wadhurst, Slough. And maybe, what have we got in Slough at the moment? I think it's the station's on the far side, isn't it? Yeah. But that's okay. We've got enough, there's enough manoeuvring room there. Alright, I think we're going to go with... See, we either go with the station, the passenger station, we either go on this side here, right? In which case it makes us good to go to Slough. Or we go with it on this piece of road here. Let's rotate it manually. In which case it's good for Selsey. Now, since neither Selsey or Slough are connected, actually, we could come out that way. That's going to mean another bypass. Production 4. Just thought I'd mention it. Right. Okay. So let's stick a station here potentially. Where's our tunnel coming out? It could come out there. It could come out and be amenable to that. But we need enough room so that it can split. Okay. Well, what about the other side of the track? Yeah, that's no worse, is it? Right, we're going to need a little bit more road. Too much curvature? Well, I don't want too much curvature. I want just the right amount. I mean, seriously, which road builder came up with that as a concept? All those. And that. Honestly, automated townhouse builders, have some thought about how you're building your roads. Crazy people. Right, station me. 2 tracks. This is about the right place. I want to be able to get actually that crazy angle there. That could work. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to build out a kind of a 2-piece of track that allows. Did we just take Slough off the cards and maybe we're pointing at Barrow now? No, Slough's still possible. So we just need to get across the road. And the road is obviously a connection, so it will need bypassing if I decide that a level crossing is not possible. Obviously, it will be the game that decides that. I will always believe that a level crossing is entirely possible. There we go. Now, if I can do the other side as well, Perfectamungo. Which is something that nobody says anymore with good reason. Oh, a good one. Right, excellent. I want to go just a little bit further out that way. Right, so to kind of give a sort of... What are you colliding? No, I don't like that. What are you colliding? That's interesting. You're saying I can't come out of there at all because it's colliding with the other side of the track that it's connected to. Well, that's deeply unhelpful. Give me some landscaping tools here. Show them what for. There you go. There's an indentation. See what you make of that. Madness. That shouldn't bother you in the slightest because it's obvious that's what we're going to do. The track in this game behaves in a very strange fashion. Alright, well I'll delete a little bit and we'll try that. I don't want to delete over to the other side of the road. Have you any idea how annoying that is? Yeah, you're not colliding with anything now, are you? No. You daren't. give me a good camera angle here. So if we're still targeting Slough, which we are, we want to be heading out kind of that way, I guess. Now that's a pretty stiff curve for a high speed line. So maybe I'll ease it just a little bit. Alright, let's do that. Let's get the other one to do the same thing. It's a miracle. Right, and then we're going to want to come off in the opposite direction to make our Woking link. If this works, I'll be surprised. What do you think? Which way are we facing? We're facing that way, and Woking is just over there. Actually, that's a pretty good line. And then for the other side, we're going to want to go like that, and we'll do a kind of split rail kind of idea. And this one is going to need to. It would be lovely if I'd left enough space. Curvature is too high. Yeah, probably got these points too close together. Okay, let's try that again. Because I'm starting to get a feel for where the game is going to be finicky about me trying to do points or trying to get track working together. There we go. Which means hopefully I can take this off like this. Just like that. It's kind of slow, but at the moment all I want it to do is work. Just work. Oh yeah, that's helpful. Brilliant. So I set you up with goods for the first time, and the first thing you do is ship it along the road. You're my personal hero. However, that could easily be because having spotted the first two stations that were in fact passenger stations, now it's time to discover the third one. And again, I'm going to put this down to complacency that's come out of playing A-Train, where a station is a station. It doesn't give a monkeys about whatever else it is. It goes like, yeah, you know what I do for a living? I accept trains. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Took me a whole episode, but I figured it out eventually. Terrain alignment collision. No, that's not a terrain alignment collision. That's just, that's some poxy garden. Right. See? Look. See how easily we deal with, such collidables. Sit. Track. Gimme. I'll make you slow track for that. Is that connected? No, it's not. Now it is. Alright. Yes. Seriously, so dense. Stay calm. Make good decisions. Alright, I just want this thing to pick up any goods at all. And then, possibly, I can relax. Hey, in good news, we have maxed out production from the oil well. So that's actually promising on a goods side of things. That's not bad at all. There we go. Yeah, I see goods turning at the station. In this case, I can't blame the oil refinery for sending the goods along the road. They're kind of going like, what's this idiot doing trying to drop goods off at a passenger station? Everyone knows passenger stations can't do that. What a fool. Still, I've got pretty much the same money as I had when I came in, so, I'm not completely distraught. Right, high speed, let's get this tunnel built. Yeah, okay, so I'm coming up on wrapping this episode up, but I'm determined two things are going to happen before we go there. Number one, I'm going to get this track connected. pretty much like that. Pretty much like that. I need to zoom in here, aren't I? That looks promising. That does look promising. There we go. And the other side. Might as well do both sides. Now, we don't want to take this all the way, because obviously I've separated those tracks in order for the points to work. So let's go as far as, let's say, there. Right, and then over here. Oh, come on. Just like that. Splendid. That's pretty cool, as it happens. Okay, so on the way in, it will come down this side of the track, because obviously everybody likes to drive on the right. And it will merge here, and then it will cross over to the right, and then it will go into the station, and then it will come back out. We need a cross from right to left here, or as close to here as possible. That should do it. Yeah, okay. And then it comes back out on the other line. So then at the other end we're going to want something similar. It almost doesn't matter where. In fact, we're going to want to go both ways. I always try to make it so that I've got points going in both directions, just purely because you never know when you're going to want to switch a train from one side of the track to the other. All right, cool. That's done. Good. I think. Here we go. We're about to make a goods pickup here, finally, because you know, how are they to know that they're supposed to compensate for me being wretched? Splendid. Thank you very much for watching today. I hope I have entertained you with my utter hopelessness. My name has been Colonel Failure, as you know already. Please leave a like and a subscription if you haven't already, because you never know what I'm going to miss next time, and frankly, without you people around, how do you expect me to even clothe myself in the morning? Next time around we'll do something else. We'll probably expand into another town. We'll get a train running on this line that we just set up. And further exciting things are likely to happen. So why not tune in then and see how we get on. Thank you very much. Cheerio.